Hi, welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time here. If this is your first time and you're looking to learn how to do the Longtail Cast On but you don't know how to knit yet, I suggest you go to my first two videos because for this project you will need to know how to knit and how to purl. You can skip the cast on part, you can skip all the parts except for the dent and the purl. Okay? And welcome to my channel, Crazy Knitting Nana. My name is Kathy. Glad to have you here on this rainy Thursday for me. I hope that wherever you are safe and sound. I hope that your life is going well and that you are happy. And if you're not and you're not feeling good, then my prayers are with you. If you need a specific prayer, you can find me on Facebook. I will put some links below, and you can let me know privately. I will be glad to say a prayer for your specific needs. But my prayers are that you are well and healthy and happy. And safe. All the storms that have been ravaging our country lately, it's been pretty bad. And my heart and my prayers go out for those overseas. But today, we're going to learn to do the Longtail Cast On. And this is a faster cast on, not necessarily an easy one to learn, but I'm going to do my best to make it as easy as I possibly can for you. Now, you need one needle in hand, and I have it in my left hand, and we're going to cast on 39 stitches, but we're going to count wraps to make sure we get enough yarn to do our 39 stitches. So, here we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I really should get them a little closer. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you just keep wrapping like that until you get your 39 stitches, okay? I'm not going to count out loud. 12, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, that was my 39. I know, I went pretty fast. So, I've got a pretty long tail there. You don't have to leave a very long tail. Okay, so once you get your stitches all wrapped and you have 39 on there, you're going to hold on to just below that. Pinch that because you're going to scoot all those stitches off. The reason you do this is to try and make sure you get enough yarn at the tail end, and the tail is the part that is the end of the yarn. So this is considered the tail, and the working yarn is the other side of that, which is attached to the ball of yarn. Okay, so from here to here is working yarn. So now you're going to put your needle in your right hand, and you are going to take where you've got it pinched, you're going to take it and put it over your pointer and your thumb of your left hand. And then you're going to take your working yarn, this is your working yarn, your tail yarn, and you're going to place it in your palm, and you're going to close your 3 fingers, your pinky, your ring, and your middle finger over those 2 strands, okay? So that you have something that looks like this. So it's going to look like this because you want it looking at you. You're going to take your needle that's in your right hand. I mean, if you're left-handed and you're watching this, by all means, have your needle in your left hand and this just like I've got it over your right thumb and finger. Go take your needle and you're going to go behind the top yarn near your palm. Okay? So it's between the yarn and the palm of your hand, or between your thumb and your forefinger toward the palm of your hand. Go come down. Go come over top of the yarn that's across your thumb. And then you're going to come up underneath that yarn. Oops. So you're going to come up underneath that yarn. And don't hold your yarn too tightly now because you want to keep it on your needle. And you're going to come up through that thumb. And you're going to go around over top of the yarn that's over your forefinger or your pointer. And you're going to come underneath that yarn and you're going to pick it up with your needle. And you're going to come back around. See, I tell you, I do this all the time. So, between your top yarn and your palm, over top of the thumb yarn. So this is your tail yarn here, actually. So over top of the tail yarn and up through the thumb. Okay, and try to just try to keep it as loose as you can, and then back over top of the working yarn, back over top of the working yarn where your forefinger is, around it, underneath it, pick it up, bring it back around and down through your thumb hole there, or circle, and then you're just going to give it a little tug. You now have 2 stitches. I always count this first stitch. A lot of people don't, and a lot of people say do not count that stitch. I don't know why. I really don't know why, but you can, and it does work. I always use it. It's not a problem, because then you either have to remember to drop it off at the end or knit 2 together if you don't. We're going to cast on 39 stitches doing this. I will show you, I will go over it a couple of times just to make sure you get it. This is going to turn into a cabled dishcloth. So stay tuned for the next few sets of videos. This one I'm going to do in at least one other video, maybe 2 other videos, but we'll see. I might decide to teach you a different cast off. So right now we're going to finish doing this. So I want you to, you've got your 2 stitches on. So now you see there's no extra yarn right here. Okay, so now you're going to come down and your yarns are going to make an X at your thumb, and you're going to take your needle and you're going to go under the thumb yarn or the tail yarn, and you're going to go underneath and up through that hole. And then you're going to point your needle over top and around at your pointer finger. And you're going to go underneath that yarn and pick it up and bring it back around and take it down through there. And then you're going to pull it. Now you have 3 stitches. Let's do it again. So you're going to make an X with your yarn. And you're going to pick up take your needle underneath the thumb yarn and up through the hole at the thumb, and you're going to come over and you're going to come over top of the pointer finger yarn, around it, underneath it, pick it up, and come back through. And that gives you 4 stitches. Okay, now I know this is going slow, and that's because I want you to learn to do it. I'm going to help you get to 6 stitches. And then I'm going to show you that this is actually faster than the knitted cast on. So underneath, over, around and underneath and back through. X marks the spot. Under, up through, over top, around, underneath, and back through, and that is 5 stitches. Under, over, back through. That's your 6 stitches. Once you get the hang of this, you'll just learn to go duh, duh, duh. So you just go pretty quickly, and you get all that on. So I want you to cast on 39 stitches doing this, and just practice, practice, practice. If you didn't get enough stitches, that's okay. That's no big deal. And I want you to get the 39 stitches on. Then I want you to do a garter stitch border of 4 rows. That means you knit every stitch for 4 rows. So you knit to the end, turn it around, knit to the end, turn it around till you've done 4 rows. Then on row number 5, I want you to purl. In row number 6, I want you to knit. And then in the next video, I'll tell you what we're going to be doing next. That way, we'll all be on the same page and we'll all be ready to start our cables. I want each of you to have a blessed day and to know that you are loved. And anything you do it well. And, we're all beginners. We all make mistakes. That's why we do dishcloths, because all we're going to do is wash with them. And once you get good at it, they make great gifts. Okay? So, you're loved. Thank you for coming. Thank you for enjoying my videos. And I hope you will share me and like me and subscribe to me. Please, please, please. I'm trying to grow this channel so that I can do more and share more. Have a great day. Bye.